Thor News presents Toronto Floods and the Rising Water Prophecies. This one's going to be pretty serious because we've got a serious situation in Toronto. Some flash flooding and a weekend of rainstorms has brought about some serious infrastructure problems to the city of Toronto. God bless you guys. Prayers go out. Stay safe, stay warm. I'm just going to be showing some pictures from the flood, and I just kind of wanted to talk about prophecies. Now, being that I've always kind of been a screenwriter at heart, I've researched the prophecies, whether they be from the Bible or Nostradamus, Edgar Cayce. Any prophecies, I'll pretty much take a look at them because you can always find ideas in different places. But one thing that I have noticed is I know Nostradamus went on to talk, not even in his quatrains, but in his letters to his son, in his letters to King Henry V. He talks about as time goes on, the water will rise, so that, even before global warming or all of that Nostradamus had figured out that the waters on Earth will continue to rise, and that the rising waters will cause problems for civilization. And then there were the Edgar Cayce prophecies, where I believe his prophecy was that there would be an oil spill in America that would lead to the destabilization of the San Madrid Fault. There would be an earthquake. The Mississippi River would cave in. And the weird thing about that was there were like Edgar Cayce maps made showing what would happen. And sometimes supposedly there were U.S. Navy maps of future America that kind of showed the same type scenario. And that's always stuck with me. And then when the BP EventHorizon, Dark Horizon, whatever it was called, thing happened, that just made it super freaky. Like, I have been wanting to do a video about it, but I haven't gotten around to it. We'll get into it because the Louisiana sinkhole and the BP thing, that's pretty crazy. So that video is for another day, but I just want to say that, with the weather, and even, Comet ISON, or even if Comet ISON isn't anything, there have been changes throughout the solar system. The weather has been weirder than I can ever remember in my entire life. And having seen what happened to New Orleans with Katrina, I'll always remember when I saw the newspaper photos of the Superdome submerged. That alone was one of the most biblical things I can ever remember seeing. And just like, oh my God. And then last year when New York was submerged, and now to see Toronto, I'm pretty sure this might be a regular occurrence. Like, if I was a betting man, I would bet that New York will probably get hit by another super freak once in a century storm this year. Mother Nature tends to go in patterns, or she tends to act very sporadically. So, and it's strange for all the talk of fighting global warming. At this point I don't understand how carbon credits help out anybody in Toronto or helped out anybody in New York, or carbon credits would have helped out anybody in New Orleans. That, we need to be prepared for disasters. Mother Nature and our solar system and the rest of the universe can throw us curveballs that we didn't see coming or we did see coming. And that now that we've seen it happen to New Orleans, Toronto, New York, this is an occurrence. We should guess by now, by the data, that it will probably continue to happen. And so I've been saying that, as long as it gets weird, people, it seems dangerous to really live by the coast. That we are seeing a lot of, just a lot of the water erosion. That, it's not a safe place to be. And God, to build all that infrastructure so close to the ocean. And for those people out there who are like, I hate New Orleans, or I hate New York, or I hate Toronto, like, I don't understand you. But I guess you're crazy people, and you don't understand crazy people because they're just crazy. Because this could happen anywhere at any time, and any tragedy is always a tragedy. So best we can do now is, for those in Toronto, say prayers, do what we can to help, but everybody needs to be prepared. These next 6 months to a year could be extremely strange weather-wise. And so I just wanted to put this out there to let everybody know that, no matter what, like all those people just sitting in their cars, it looks like their cars are running while the water is up to the windows. Isn't that electricity? Isn't that not smart to be? Like, why would your lights be on? Why are you in your car? Government needs to start preparing and telling for people what to do in these situations. All right, God bless everybody. Strange times, let's do what we can, because it's always darkest before the dawn. And we will one day make this world awesome again.